Yo guys, what is up? This is Barbara Sanchez, aka Real American Josh, and I'm back with another episode of the NFL Game by Game predictions. And right now, I'm doing the New Orleans Saints, who, if you haven't noticed, they've won quite a few games during all these predictions. So let's see how they actually managed to do though. So week one, they start off with an easy game. Well, not necessarily easy, because I don't think any divisional game's easy. At home against the Buccaneers with a 34-27 victory. And then at home against the Browns, the Browns were the first video I did. They blow the Browns out 41-13, so a 2-0 start. And then week three on the road at the Falcons, they do grab a 27-23 loss. The Saints do lose their first game of the season. But then they'll followed up with an easy 35-14 win over the Giants. And then an easy 35-10 win at home against the Redskins. And then another easy 34-10 win at the Ravens. And then on the road at the Vikings, the Saints do manage a 28-21 victory. So they're off to a really good start. But then at home against the Rams, they do have a slight slip up, 38-31 loss. But then, they're going to follow it up with a 27-24 victory on the road at the Bengals. And then at home against the Eagles, it's a 35-24 victory. All right. I forgot to even talk about the Saints. All right. Mark Ingram, he's suspended for the first 4 games of the season. However, they still have Alvin Kamara and a pretty good offensive line. So, they'll be fine. They will be fine. Drew Brees is still out there. He can still sling the football. So, the Saints will be perfectly fine without them, without Mark Ingram. Their defense is still very underrated, I'd say. They got a very good defense. So, I think the Saints will be fine without Mark Ingram for the first 4 games. They really don't play a tough schedule for the first 4 games. I'm pretty sure it's the first 4. It might be the first 6, but if either the first 4 or first 6, they don't play an extremely tough schedule without them, so they'll be fine. But, I don't know, Alvin Kamara, he can run and catch out of the backfield, so, come on now. Still, Michael Thomas is there, Willie Snead's no longer there, so the Saints are going to have other guys step up. And, there's no telling who those other guys will be. But they're going to have other guys step up, So, can the Saints get it done? I believe they can. So, following up that 20-10 win at home against the Falcons, the Saints beat the Cowboys 34-24. However, the last 4 games of the season are really tough. On the road at Tampa Bay, the Saints grab a 27-24 loss. And then they follow that up with a 31-24 loss on the road at the Panthers. Then they play the Steelers at home and grab a 34-31 win. So can the Saints finish 12-4 and add the number 1 seed? No, they cannot, because the Panthers, they get the Panthers at home, but the Panthers are still a really good team too. 20-14 Panthers win. The Saints finish 11-5 on the season overall, but they're going to have to hope that the Falcons can dominate the Panthers. All right, and they split, and then they lose at least 1 to Tampa Bay, and obviously they split with the Saints. So they're going to hope, and they're going to have to hope the Falcons. The Falcons, I don't know, it's going to be really tough for the Saints to win the division. That's all I can say. They got to hope the Falcons do sweep the Panthers, but they'll split with the Saints, and then they lose both games to the Buccaneers. It's going to be really tough. But we're going to have to see how it goes. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Real American Josh out. Peace.